Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marilyn Akano, and if you're new here, thank you so much for subscribing. Please subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. I make lifestyle, straight talking videos, and pretty much anything that interests me, including food recipes, reviews, and all. Okay, I look like this because I have been sleeping. I have no makeup on. I just decided to throw in a wet lips, and yeah, this is me. This is how I look like. This is what I look like. And of course, I have been sick. If you've seen my previous video, you know that I've been not been feeling too well lately. I've actually gone for some testing, and yeah, it's not malaria either. It's not typhoid. So the doctor recommended I rest, even though that's what I've been doing literally, resting. But I think I'm going to pick up exercising again. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Because I noticed that when I exercise, I tend to have a lot of energy, and maybe not fall sick as much as I'm doing now, which is yeah. So guys, that's not the story. That's not why I'm not here because of me. I'm here because of a story. If you have seen the newspaper lately, you see that there's this popular Nigerian Nollywood actor that came out and introduced a son to us as his son from a second wife. Now, that's not the problem. A little about this actor is the son of a popular Nollywood actor. He's 75 year old now. He's 75 years old now. It's called Peter Edochie. I used to be a fan of Peter Edochie, but after I started being, misogynistic and spewing at patriarchal views, I, lost a lot of respect for him. However, I still acknowledge his roles in Nollywood, and I still find some of his movies very interesting. But obviously, the apple does not fall too far from the tree, because the son has followed in his father's footsteps, even though the father didn't take up a second wife. But there was one time I also lost respect for this particular person too, when he talked about abusing a woman because a woman was whole. When he talked about abusing a woman to shut a woman up or something like that. The video is no longer up on Instagram, but then and you remember I did a comment on it. I was like, wow, this is coming from you. This is so low coming from you. Why would you want to abuse a woman? All that jazz. But that's not why we're here. We're here because he took a second wife on Saturday. But the son is grown. I think the son that the second wife gave him is like maybe 5-6 months. If you're a mother, please comment down below. This is the child here. Tell me what age you think this child is. So this child was from an illicit affair, and I think the first wife wanted to out them or something, so he outed himself. And apparently the wife didn't consent to him taking up another wife or having a mistress, or bringing another child into this world that is not by her, because she's legally married to him. She's got 3 sons and a daughter with him, and they married pretty young. He was about 22 when he got married to her. They were high school sweethearts, I guess. But it's so unfortunate that a woman who has, from a very young age, sacrificed so much for this man, go as far as making him immortal by bearing his children, bearing 4 children for him, beautiful children, and he still went ahead and cheated. He still went ahead and embarrassed her, because it's an embarrassment. She came online and wrote, God will judge you. God will judge the both of you. If you're not African, God will judge both of you. It's like, you guys have hurt me, you'll be judged by God. I don't have the power to do anything. No, something like that. Showing disdain. She's kind of spitting fire that she's not in agreement with what her husband has done. So, what's a teachable moment in this? Women, invest in yourself. Even when I was growing up, I was always taught that there's always rang in my ear that, what are you going to do in your husband's house? If I maybe sweep a place wrongly, they always say, is this how you're going to sweep in your husband's house? Or if I do anything wrong, I do not dress correctly, they say, oh, is this how you dress in your husband's house? Who's going to marry you? A lot of emphasis are placed on marriage here in Nigeria. A lot of marriages, I think the needs of women are put at the background. Like, it's like women really don't matter as long as they're helping the man, meet his goals, meet his needs. They should find fulfillment in that. I think that's the typical belief. Because if you go under the comment section, a lot of men, especially, are congratulating this man for at least not making the woman a baby mama, at least marrying her, not considering the feelings of the first wife who did not consent for her body to be abused that way, because that's an abuse. A woman did not consent for you to sleep with someone else, because she's legally married to you, and it's assumed that she owns you. Basically, your body belongs to her. So when you go and give that body to someone else, you are literally abusing her body, because she did not consent to you giving your body to someone else and bringing that same body back to her. Sometimes even without her knowing, what's going on, and you start sharing. I don't want to go into all that, but the point of it is that women invest in yourself. You come first, not no children, not no man, not no society. You come first. How can a beautiful woman who has given a man all her youth, basically, has given him 4 children, and this man still went ahead and disgraced her publicly? It's a shame. It's a shame. This story is not a happy one. It's just a sad story, because I'm sure the woman, the first wife, is not happy. But what can she do? In Nigeria, polygamy is not frowned upon. In Nigeria, polygamy is allowed. And it's assumed that a man can take up as much wives as he wants to. However, people secretly frown upon it, because they feel that, according to the Bible, it's one wife, one man. But if you're a traditionalist, you can take more than one. But however, I do not, and I've never seen a man going to get another wife without asking for the consent of the first wife. Please, if you're a Muslim, you live in a Muslim community, because I knew the Hausas and the Muslims, they are well versed in polygamy. A lot of them have multiple wives. So I believe that if you want to take another wife, you have to at least seek the consent of the first wife. Please, if I'm wrong, please write it down below. So, women, invest in yourself, please. A man as young as that, I believe the first wife was just, a puppy love, I'll say. I mean, the wife of his youth, when he didn't have nothing, she stayed with him, built an empire with him, and he went for what he actually wants, and even made her a wife. So, and the second wife is actually very beautiful. She was I think she's an actress too. That's none of my business. I'm actually really tired of the story. The moral of it is, women, invest in yourself. Do not stay in relationship that does not value you. I hope she sees it for what it is, and she actually leaves the marriage. And if she wants to stay, good. She should stay and smile and keep it happy, and not come online and say things like God will judge you. I'm not being insensitive here. But my advice to her is she should leave and go find herself. She was saddled with children too young. She started being the children. I believe she doesn't even know who she is. I don't think she knows who she is. I don't think she knows who she is outside being his wife and having her children. She should leave the marriage and go find herself, know who she is, and all right, guys, that's the end of my video today. if you have made it through, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye bye.